So right off the bat, this is probably the best looking game I've played on a smartphone. It's presented quite well with detailed 3D graphics and high quality presentation including voiceovers. The story is basically that you and every other person playing the game have been teleported to the world of Palmesia with amnesia in the hopes of finding a warrior of light to fulfill some ancient prophecy. Blah blah blah. In typical Final Fantasy fashion, this basically equates to running around with a half-naked fairy girl and a Moogle while you fight a gauntlet of turn-based battles. It's kind of funny that the game is all about being the one true warrior of light when you can clearly see other players walking around in the world. It's a cool feature, but way to make me feel special, Final Fantasy. You hear that, Ehud? Fuck you. I'm the real warrior of light. The plot said so. The gameplay is fun and engaging. You can swap jobs and skills with a pretty wide variety of strategic options. It's almost a bit overwhelming at first, and in typical Final Fantasy fashion, it lays the tutorials on pretty thick. As far as the game's design, it's pretty cool and sleek. For the most part, the interface is manageable, however I don't really like how some of the menus look, but I guess that's just a minor nitpick. What isn't a minor nitpick is that when the game says that it stretches the limits of smartphones, they really weren't kidding. It looks great, but it also drops massive amounts of frames for me on my Moto X. I mean, I'm recording at 1440p at 60 frames per second, so maybe part of that's my fault, but even when I'm not filming it, it does take up quite a bit of system resources and storage space. I guess it kinda depends on your device. It's by far one of the biggest apps installed on my phone, and after completing the tutorial, you're prompted to download another huge update to begin the first chapter. It's a pretty beastly game all around, it's quite ambitious in a lot of ways, and it pulls off a lot of what it attempts to do. While the story seems kinda thrown together, it's presented well, and I'm interested in seeing where it goes. So depending on how it runs on your device, this one is worth checking out, if only for something to do while waiting for the recharge at Exvius. Once again, this was Fadedragontear. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.